Letting people know that you do have a hearing impairment can often be very beneficial for yourself. People can be very accommodating, empathetic towards you.
I do have a few strategies to deal with my frustration. Humour is one of the strategies. Laugh it off, particularly with close friends and family. Repeat it, rephrase it, say it in a different way so that maybe I catch it that way. Ultimately, if I still can't get it and it's important, write it down.
I really think the main strategy I use is being prepared. I know I'll be fine if I've got my spare batteries. I know I'll be fine if I've got my cane, and I just work along those lines. If I don't have them, I panic and I get quite nervous.
People mumble. Some people don't actually open their mouths when they talk, and they're very hard people for me to actually listen to. My strategy for that is to avoid them. You can only tell them once or twice to speak up, but you can't keep doing it all night.
If I go to a social function, I'll sit next to somebody who knows and understands my situation, and they will communicate with me.
I actually paraphrase what I've heard, and I speak very slowly and clearly. This doctor, I had to ask her, I paraphrased everything she told me, and I got probably 50% of it incorrect. And then she realised that she had to speak loudly, or more clearly is the word I should say.
Every time we go to a restaurant, we ask for a quiet corner, and can Dave please sit against the wall, away from speakers. So some places you go to, there's just nothing. There's nowhere to hide. Dave's mechanism is he just claps onto one person and has a conversation with that person.
Occasionally somebody will take me aside a little bit and say, oh, this happened or that happened, or whatever the case may be. The audiologist that I have has got a wonderful sense of humour. Takes the anxiety out of having to go and find out whether my hearing is better or worse or whatever the case may be. He's actually quite a marvellous bloke, because he knows my wife. Whenever we go in there, he says, hi Thelma, how are you? How's Dougie going? Is he all right?
I record all the programs we watch so that we can pause them.
Yeah, so we never watch anything
so
live.
We don't watch live telly.
Ever.
We were going into a restaurant that was very large and was filling up and can get quite noisy. As we were checking in, I asked the owner, I'm hearing impaired. I have difficulty with background noise, and could you suggest which would be the best table for me? He came from around the counter. He escorted me to a suitable table. I was very appreciative of this man who recognised my need and who helped me.
I think I lip read a little bit. At a doctor's appointment once, or a nurse's appointment, and she was doing some checks, and we'd been fine, and then she sat me somewhere else and I didn't hear her. She said to me, you're lip reading. And so you do without really knowing it. So I try and have people face to face with me so that I can see exactly what it is that sometimes you can catch through their body language perhaps.
I don't really get embarrassed about it. I learned to live with making mistakes. Made a blue and said the wrong thing, or done the wrong thing because somebody said do this and I've done that. I know it's not me that's making a mistake, but the little whatever's going on inside my head.
How do you deal with being embarrassed? You just got to get on with it, get over with it, get over it. You can't stop that feeling of being embarrassed, and try not to talk too loudly when you're in a group situation or something.